everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And normally on my new routine this would be Shop Sunday, and I do have one quick thing to show you. If you missed the premiere on Friday, this summertime journal is going to go into my shop on Wednesday, providing none of the folks from my premiere live chat have put in a request for it. Everyone who showed up for the premiere got first dibs on this journal. If it doesn't, then this is going to the shop on Wednesday morning. It will be $25 in the shop. And if you go back and watch the video, you'll get to see the inside of the journal. But I am adding some extras to the journal before it goes in the mail to a buyer. So keep that in mind. That is my only shop Saturday for this Sunday for this Sunday. Normally, with my new routine, I'm going to do Spectrum Art Saturdays, where I will showcase things that I make using Spectrum Art products. Now, I had a request from Jeanette Munson in our Spectrum Art Creation Friends group about how I did these. So I thought, since I need a video for today, I would go ahead and show you how to do this one before I lose track of this request. So Jeanette, this one is for you. I started out, these were made for my What's on Your Work Desk Wednesday annual ATC swap. This was our 14th year. Not my 14th year, but the group's 14th year. Over 700 consecutive Wednesdays of gathering on our blogs and hopping around and seeing what everybody's up to. And every year on our blog anniversary, we do an ATC swap. And this is mine. I use the paper dolls from the vintage dolls that I purchased from Spectrum Art Creations, and we're going to get into these a little bit. And then I added words that I did on the computer, and I will get to those in a second, but this is what we're going to play with today. I am using different colors of paints. These paint colors were left over from where I did my art sticks. So, but since I'm working with Christmas colors all this month, I'm going to be using a green, a red, and a gold. Now this is the only green I have. It is from Folk Art, and it doesn't have lime green. And then this is also Folk Art. Primarily what I use, this is 436 Engine Red and the metallic Inca Gold. So this is what we're going to be playing with today. Now I do want to talk a little bit about the ATC cards themselves. Now these were made with a watercolor cardstock, and I wanted to show you that there are two different ways to cut your cardstock. Now, if you are using a standard size cardstock, your cut measurements are going to be different in how many you get. But I wanted to show you it does make a difference in how you cut. Working with the horizontal, if you cut them 3 inches on the 3.5 inches on the horizontal by 2.5, you're going to get 9. If you cut them 2.5 on the horizontal, you're only going to get 8. And this is in the traditional 9x12 watercolor cardstock papers. So that's what we're working with today. And I am going to go ahead and cut a sheet just like this. Move my extras out of the way. I'm down to just 3 or 4 sheets of that. So we're going to cut this down. Now ATCs are 2.5 by 3.5. And I'm going to go ahead and do these bases, and I will share them. So I'm going to start with, what do we say? We're doing the 3.5. And I'm trying not to dump my paint on the floor over here. So I'm going to cut these at 3.5. And this is going to give me 9 ATCs from this one sheet. And then these go to the 2.5. 2.5, 2.5, and I'm going to go ahead and cut all of these, but I am not going to do them today as far as making them all up. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out of my way now. 2.5. I'm just going to do a couple, but I want to get the bases all cut, and then I'll have them ready, and I won't have a partial sheet of watercolor cardstock laying around over here. We got rain today. We had thunder. It was gorgeous. My back is still giving me problems, but I went out in the nice warm sun today and did some stuff around the yard that was sadly in need of being done, and it felt fabulous. Okay, so I have my card bases here that are 2.5 by 3.5, and I'm going to be working on this sheet from a contact paper. Oh, before I go any further, I do have something else to show you. If you want to work with glue and silicone brushes, this is the way to apply your glue. Not with a standard paintbrush, because look at this. Let it dry, and then your glue just rolls right off of there, and your brush, silicone brush, is clean and ready to use. I love it. I'm going to be checking into getting some different sizes, because that's the only size I have. I've also told you in the past about my Westcott scissors. God, those things need washed. These are the non-stick Carbo Titanium that I got at Walmart. These were about $8. They have probably gone up in price, but they also have a 3-pack, and these are about the 3 sizes you're going to get in the 3-pack for $20. But I just needed another pair of fussy cut size, and they had these, and these were just under $8. They're a 5-inch scissor, and they're great if I'm cutting out, need to fussy cut stickers, like I was doing on the paper pumpkin flowers the other day. These are perfect because they are non-stick. So it's a really good buy. Okay, those were the 2 things I wanted to share with you before I moved them around on my desk and lost track of them. Okay, we know the 3 colors I'm working with. I have makeup sponges. Now in the sample, I had used a sea sponge, and I cannot find that sea sponge anywhere. But I need to get another one of those big sea sponges and cut it up into sections so I have it. But for today, we're just using makeup sponges, which means this texture is going to be a little different. I could also use a regular paintbrush and just pounce it. And I know I've got a couple of pouncers here. I could use this one, the stenciling brush, and that would work as well. So let's go ahead and do a couple of these and let them dry a minute while we talk about the paper dolls. Okay, so all I did was I took my brush and I just dabbed it in the paint, dabbed it off, and did some dry stippling across my page. Okay, and I'm going to, since I've got the green on there, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more of these. And I just want to, and now that I have this green paint, I'm going to have to do something with this green paint. Okay, so now we have those, and I need to squirt into here. This is an old dinner plate, and I know I've got a dry baby wipe here. While I was looking for something on YouTube a while ago, I came across the first episode of the Patty Duke Show. Does anybody remember the Patty Duke Show? She went through such a horrible ordeal in the days of Hollywood. Even before her issues with the drugs and stuff from doing Valley of the Dolls. She really had a horrible childhood. Okay, so we got the green mostly out of there. Okay. And I'm going to save that, and I'm going to pull out a couple more of those so I've got them ready. Okay, now we're going to come back, and I'm going to switch just the plain water in there and get some more of that green out of there. Okay, and I'm going to come back in with the red, and I really love this red. And keep in mind, I'm working with Christmas colors all this month in most of my projects, so this is going to be a fun month. Can you believe that we are so close to the end of Christmas being here? I mean, we are, as I'm recording this on July 1st, we are 6 months from beginning a new year, and it seems like we barely started this one. And see, I'm spritzing my brush so I can get majority of the paint out of there. And I don't know where that brown came from. That's interesting. Maybe the red and the green together, maybe? Mixing that mud. Okay, now we have, I'm going to pull another one of those baby wipes, so I've got it ready. These are just baby wipes that have gone dry on me. And I'm just getting the use out of them. Okay, now I'm going to come in and do the gold, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to add some color. Just like that. Bring some color in around the edges. And there's that one. And then we'll spritz this one and get the color out of it until I can get a brush. And see how I just take and I spritzed the brush and just swirl it around on my baby wipe and clean it out just like that. Okay, and that'll take care of most of that paint off of there. Now let's talk about these, and I am going to move these over here to dry, and I'm going to move this out of the way to dry so I don't get the paint on it. But these vintage paper dolls come just like this. This one's Have a Good Day. In Paris before World War II, fashion houses held salons for guests to display new clothes from time to time. As a World Clothing Center, the works of Paris Fashion House represent the fashion trend of international fashion and attract buyers all over the world. And this was almost reminded me of a bridal pack. I think I used most of them from this one. But there's something I wanted to show you here. This is an idea of what you're getting. Look at these. And they can be ingenue, they can be snarky. Now these are mostly bridal-y type fashions. And let's take this girl right here. And I want to try something, and I'm going to try it with you. And we only have a few minutes left. So, actually, I'm going to use this one. Let's use this one. She looks like a little girl waiting for Christmas, doesn't she? And we'll use her. And I found that using my heat gun over top of my plastic tablecloth, probably not the best solution. So I'm going to lay it on my clipboard. Oops, I guess I need to plug it in first. I was at my sister's the other day and was showing her some things with her heat gun, and I was a bad girl. I left her heat gun plugged in. I'd have sworn I unplugged it. There we go. And all I did was add the paint on here, gave them a good dry, and this may not even dry completely on this one this quick. Paint usually takes a little longer than ink. That's all I did. A piece of watercolor paper, some paints, and a stippling brush or a sea sponge. Two of these. And then I ran a strip of paper down here, and let's see if I have, oh, I know the perfect thing to use. Let me go into my specialty papers over here. Holiday specialty. Let's use a strip of this. And so we know it needs to be 3.5 because that's the length. So I'm going to cut a strip of this 3.5. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to cut it down. Oh, let's do a 1/2 inch strip. Just like that. And you could use any color strip, paper, piece of ribbon, whatever you want to use. It's just made to let your paper doll pop off of that card. Just like that. Okay? And then for the words, I printed out word sheets. And where did I lay those? I brought them with me. Here they are. I just printed out things, for these I printed out sayings that pertain to craft room, like, if you walk a mile in my shoes, you'll end up at the craft store, or I only buy supplies I don't have, said no crafter ever, that kind of thing. I only buy supplies I don't have, said no crafter ever was on this one. Cut these out, glued them onto the card, but before I glued them down, I did edge them with some black ink. I think I took just a black marker and went around the edge so that they would pop as well. So let's go ahead and put this one together. And then we are going to be right where we need to be for today. Now tomorrow is Monday, and I'm going to be doing, I think I have it on my calendar to do a card tomorrow. Yeah, I want to leave that red over there. So let's go this way. Glue this down. Now, I will tell you that when you are gluing to glitter, the absolute best glue you can use is a liquid glue. I prefer my Cosmic Shimmer. This stuff will glue to anything, I swear. Done. Turn my timer off. It'll go away. And see if I can get this to pop. I have a hummingbird outside my window. Apparently he forgot that the food is around on the other side of the house. And then I'm going to take my Cosmic Shimmer glue, which I get from Stampin' Up. From Spectrum Art Creations. Don't shoot me, Maddie. It was a slip of the tongue. And apparently my shimmer glue is clogged, so I need to give it a little bit of encouragement there. There we go. Cosmic Shimmer will glue to vellum, to glitter paper. Let's put that right there like that. And I'm going to stick this pin in here for now. And then I could use, if I had, I could print out words that have to do with Christmas to go on here. I could cut out small chat stickers. This one is a seasonal, so let's see if we have something in here for Christmas. It's the Tim Holtz chat stickers. Now, I bought these on clearance at Joann's several years ago, but I'm pretty sure that Maddie sells them. If she does, I will link them down below. And let's just do holiday. Let's do holiday. And I need my marker for that, and I don't have it. Yes, I do. Right here. And I just run my marker along the edge. And all this does is let it pop off your paper. Just like this. Except I've got to get it past my fingernail so I can rub my pen along the edge. Just like that. Let's go with holiday. And I saw traditions. Just like this. And we'll edge this one. And I could have also edged these in gold, but I think the black lets them pop off the background a little better. Okay. And that one's going to go right there. I think I'm going to move this one. There we go. And that is one of my projects from inspired by products from Spectrum Art Creations. I'll be back here tomorrow with a Christmas card, I do believe. Bring your double-sided tape and your red and green and gold glitter and a white or cream-colored card base. And I will see you back here tomorrow for more fun in Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and creative blessings.